I know somebody out there is ready and willing to take on our feisty girl here at the Clark County Humane Society. This is Abby. Abby's a 4-year-old gray tabby who is as cute can be, and also has that little bit of spice to her that's going to make her an interesting add to any family. She came to us as a stray. She had a rough winter. She lost the tips of her ears due to some frostbite, and also the bottom of her paws suffered some damage as well. But she's healed up nicely. The paws don't bother her, and her ears have that rounded look that's cute, but not ideal. Abby, like I said, is feisty. She probably will not be best in a home with small children, because when she's done with being pet or played with, she's going to bite you. She doesn't bite all that hard. We've all survived it. We go on, and she comes back for more the next day. Abby is one of the first to greet you when you come into Kitty City, and that's why people right away want to reach down and grab her. Not always the best of choices, as she might give you a little nip at that point too. But if you sit down, she's going to be right on your lap. A lot of times I won't even pet her. I'll just let her sit on my lap, and she's perfectly content that way. And then if I do pet her, sometimes she likes it, sometimes she doesn't. But hey, she's a cat. That's how they are. She is making up the rules as she goes. Abby is going to be a great house cat for somebody. She's going to add a lot of fun and excitement to your life. Just a personal story, I'll add this. My very first cat that I had was a gray tabby that looked like Abby. And she was feisty too. And if I looked her in the eye, she would bite my face. And I love that cat. So kitties like Abby kind of take me back, and it's always pleasant memories. So I turned out okay. I can handle that. And that's our Abby right there. She is affectionate, just on her own terms. So I have no idea what I was talking about before, but Abby is spayed, vaccinated, microchipped, all that good stuff, ready for a home of her own. Oh yeah, that's right. She gets along great with other cats and is incredibly curious about the dogs that come to the door when we do our dog checking to see how they do with cats. So she probably is going to be just fine with them too. But remember, she's going to lay down the law, she's going to set her own rules, and everybody else is going to accommodate her because she is a cat. We should have called her Princess or Queenie or something like that because it all fits. But this is Abby. She is her own unique personality, and she is ready to go home. And all of our visitors to Kitty City, just keep in mind that yes, she's friendly, yes, she likes attention, but approach her with a little bit of caution at first and let her sniff you out and go from there. So that is Abby, a 4-year-old tabby, Abby the tabby, here at the Clark County Humane Society. Happy Tuesday, everybody, from all of us here at the Clark County Humane Society. And this week's furry feature for the dog, I have Shane. Shane is a large boy. He's a mixed breed of some kind. Came to us as a stray. He has that friendly, happy face that you can't resist. He is full of energy, full of excitement, about 2 years old, and is going to make a great addition to any kind of family that is active and on the move. He's not going to be a couch potato. Sure, he likes to sit on my lap like this, likes to be held and get attention, but in reality, he wants to go for a run, and a long run at that. He is so full of play that he could probably go all day and still be ready to go again at night. Here at the shelter, they sometimes turn this energy into rowdiness. They don't present so well, but when you get them in a home, it's amazing how quickly they turn around and adjust and become good dogs. Especially if you are the type that has some boundaries set in place for them. You don't let them run the household, give them some rules that they have to follow, stick to those rules. The dogs turn out to be just amazing. We've had so many happy endings lately. Roman, our big lab, for one, he was here for, I don't know, 5-6 months, something like that, was adopted and is doing so well, better than all of us ever would have imagined that he'd fit in so quickly right away. So it just shows that they need a chance, they need to get out of our crazy but lovable shelter and into a home. We've only had Shane for a couple of weeks, so we're still learning as we go with him. He is big. He always has that smile on his face, so it makes him oh so lovable. So his size, it's not that big of a deal. We all like big dogs. We all like little dogs. And all it takes is that right family to come around and say, he is the dog for me. So Shane is sitting here waiting at his kennel because the weather's been kind of yucky. We haven't been able to run them outside as much as we'd like in their pens. So he's kind of lacking in that area. So a good walk would be needed too. If you have any extra time, just want to come and take him out, take him around the grounds for a couple laps. He would appreciate it, and so would we. Shane gets along with some dogs, not all dogs. So if you have one that's dominant or semi-aggressive, Shane probably will not be the fit for you. But if you have a mellow dog that gets along with everybody, then Shane probably will fit in just fine. So bring your other dog in to meet him. You can always see how that goes, how the introduction is, and go from there. He likes to have his tail scratched. He likes to have his belly rubbed. He probably will play ball when we get the chance to get him out in our not so muddy field. This type of dog generally does like to play ball. It's hard to say what he is, if he is a hound, Rottweiler, Lab, Shepherd. He's got so many markings that could lead us any which way. But what we know is he is a mutt, but he is fantastic and lovable. Oh, so friendly and ready to go home today. Yeah, thanks. I'll stand up. I fell. Whoops.